actually coming in for the media conference, because I know some of you are genuinely wary about attending a media conference, but I'm so happy to see so many of our media friends very happy, especially the TV contingent is in full force, and also the print journalists. Thank you. So without much ado, let me introduce you to the my friends on the desk. You have everyone is familiar with Nitin Bandekar, our president of Vasco Sports Club. Incidentally, it is the 70th anniversary of Vasco Sports Club today. Okay, so it's quite an auspicious day and occasion. Then you have Manish Bhatnagar, who's the managing director of SKF India Limited. Now, SKF is partnering with Vasco Sports Club for the first time, and the happy news is that Manish is as you can see from his physique, he's a regular marathoner, has run several international marathons across the world, and he is going to be running the SKF GRM also. Then you have Rakesh Unni, who is a long-time secretary of the Vasco Sports Club. You're familiar with him, and that's Sanjeev Oja, core committee member. So this is the team here on the desk, and the flow is Sanjeev will show us a video shortly of SKF GRM. Then Nitin will address the media, followed by Manish will say a few words, and Rakesh will sum it up. Following which there will be question answers. Please ask some questions. I mean, whatever you want to, any doubts and queries. After which, please have refreshments and go, because my friend Ram Dubey, F&B manager, has worked very hard with his team to give us some good high tea. So please have the high tea and go. And don't miss out on the t-shirt also, because such a attractive t-shirt that SKF GRM has made. So Sanjeev, kick off.
Welcome to the 11th edition of the SKF Goan Marathon. I, Sanjeev Oja, Joint Secretary of the Vasco Sports Club, welcome you all to the press conference. And I would like to start with showing you the small introduction of the previous years, whatever we have managed in a small time together. So,
now the Goa River Marathon has been recognized as one of the better organized races all over India.
I've been constantly running those half marathons and full marathons, and I'm lucky to be staying in Goa and being participating in this particular 21 km tomorrow. And we have an absolutely brilliant atmosphere. We had runners of, I think, about 5,000, 6,000 runners participating in all the events, and the response has been great. The enthusiasm is always high for the GRM. It's been good fun organizing it. I think we have got runners from all across the country, and the winners are also from outside India. So that shows, that how good the route is probably, and how difficult it is, to win prizes over here.
I would like to congratulate Vasco Sports Club for the 10th edition of the Goa River Marathon, which is considered as one of India's best marathon.
okay, this was the small introduction what we had, and what we have done this year also is just, instead of showing you just a paper map where runner is has to be explained the entire route as to how is going to run and what route is going to follow. We have made it more in detail, and we have added a lot of features what a runner could enjoy being in Goa as a holiday, and have the marathon also along with it. So We'll start with first is the 42 kilometers. The route map. So this is the overall route of the marathon, where the runners will be running 42 kilometers, and likewise the same it will be followed with 21 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and the 5 kilometers fun run. Go to routes.
Yeah. So I'll request Nitin to address the media. Nitin Bandekar, President of the Vasco Sports Club.
Good evening, members of the press. Shri Manish Bhatnagar-ji, Managing Director, SKF. Shri Rakesh Shumni, Honorary Secretary, Vasco Sports Club. Sanjeev Oja, Joint Secretary, Vasco Sports Club. Members of SKF, members of the Vasco Sports Club, thank you all for coming to this press conference of the 11th Goa River Marathon to be held on 12 December 2021. No better day to organize a press conference than when we are celebrating the 70th year of our club, the Vasco Sports Club. So it's a kind of a double advantage for us here. I must first of all thank SKF, Shri Manish Bhatnagar-ji, for believing in the Goa River Marathon, believing in us, believing that it's a good run, and being honored to have you as a title sponsor, sir. We wish that this association goes on for many more years. As already said by Sanjeev, you have seen the route. It's absolutely a brilliant run along the coast. The event will be held on 12th December 2021, having 4 categories: the full marathon, the half marathon, the 10 kilometers, and we call this as the fun one walk, the 5 kilometers, where members of the community, old and young, participate. Subject to the SOPs and subject to the government guidelines, we'll be having limited editions. Keeping in mind that we have to obey and we have to take care of all the government SOPs that may come up during December. But keeping all that in mind, we are hopeful of a good participation. We are hopeful that the runners will come out and support this run they have been doing for the last 11 years. We hope that we get as many runners. We can't quantify the runners here, but we get as many runners And the most important is that the rule or the SOPs would permit 100% vaccinated runners only on a first come, first served basis. So registration is opening from tomorrow. I would like to call upon all runners from all parts of the country to participate, register for the Goa River Marathon. On behalf of the club again, thank you for attending this, and I wish that we see all of you for on the 12th of December at the Chikalim grounds, the venue of our Goa River Marathon. Thank you.
I would request Manish Bhatnagar, Managing Director of SKF India Limited, to say a few words.
Thank you, Rahul. Members of the press, mic okay? Members of the press, thank you for being here. To all my friends, and now I have many friends. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
And now I have many friends in the Vasco Sports Club, and many of you are in the room here, and some are not here. But first of all, congratulations on your 70 years.
Thank you.
I think it's just, I don't know of many sports clubs in the country who can claim that they're 70 years younger. So congratulations, and Nitin, Rakesh, Sanjeev, and everyone here in the audience from Vasco Sports Club, very hearty congratulations. For us, when we began talking to the Vasco Sports Club about sponsoring this run, it was really first and foremost the fact that this is truly a run organized by runners for runners, and that was important to us. The sense of community that the erstwhile editions have shown, and the kind of participation that we've seen, and the kind of reviews we've got and we've heard about the earlier editions, it was a no-brainer for SKF to be associated with this run. So we are excited about this. We wish this run great success, and to Nitin's point, we hope to be partners with this run for many, many years to come, COVID or no COVID. But once again, thank you for being here, all of you, and we hope many of you in this room will also join us for the run in December. Thank you.
I'll request Rakesh Unni, the Secretary of Vasco Sports Club, to say a few words to round up.
It's been an honor for us to be partnering with such a brand as SKF, and we look forward to a long relationship. The beauty of our run, as you all know, it's always a closed road. That's what we manage. A beautiful run for the runners without traffic, and only the sight of the sea and the trees and the greenery. So I think that's quite unique if you look at many other runs in India. We can boast of providing that for the runners. And another good thing is it's going to be quite shaded all through the run because there's a hill on the other side. So for a runner's point of view, for the full marathon, which is always the toughest event for all marathon events, it's going to be, even though the route is tough with a lot of hills, it's going to be quite pleasurable running on our route. So we welcome you all. There's going to be only limited numbers considering the SOPs. So to register as soon as possible, because it's all going to be on first come first service basis. Thank you.
I will request our media friends to ask questions, please, to the team. Neeraj, why don't you start?
Yeah. So, with regards to the situation, actually, COVID situation, and the event is planned for December. So, how are you, trying to put in kind of no-fail measures? Like, what do you think if the situation escalates? And
Thank you. I think first of all, I think we would like to say that it's going to be only for the 100% vaccinated people. So believing that by December there'll be another few percentage of adults being vaccinated, and also with in case this the children vaccination comes beyond 18, we should get We have a window of about 3 months, so that's about 12 weeks, should be okay. But again, depending on the SOPs, depending on what the government says, what opens up, what doesn't open up, the call would be taken up. I think there is a refund policy also that we have on the website, which is very clear as to what we are going to do. And there's every opportunity for the registered participants to look into the refund policy matter and then decide upon their participation interest.
What is the normal participation that you all receive, and this time due to COVID pandemic and all, what is the expectation?
Normally, the total participation used to be about 5,000 people during the event, where they, all used to be there at a particular time.
It's all over the country or outside the country?
From all over the country.
Okay.
It used to be there. That is putting up all the events together, like that's the full marathon, the half marathon, the 10 kilometer and the 5 kilometer. This time definitely the numbers are going to be much more lesser. And we also plan to stagger the events. We don't, last time the events were, quite close by to each other, and the finishing points, the starting points were all sort of merged and congregating at the same time. So considering the present SOPs, the events are going to be well staggered, and within the events also there's going to be quite a bit of staggering in terms of starts, finish, and also people coming for the event. So that's how we're planning to do. The final numbers that we're going to allow, we are going to declare in some time, but it's definitely going to be much lesser than what it normally is.
What are the prizes? The
prizes again, there'll be cash prizes.
Cash prizes.
Normally it used to be in the range of about 6 lakhs. Yeah.
Total.
So, total prizes. So we'll be announcing the breakups, in a few days. What the prize is going to be.
नितीन, दरवर्षी कोणतरी सेलिब्रिटी सहभागी होत असतात आणि ते एक अट्रॅक्शन असतं स्पर्धेचं. तर यावर्षी कोण सेलिब्रिटी कॉन्टॅक्टमध्ये आहेत आणि विदेशातनं काही स्पर्धात सहभागी होऊ शकतात का याच्यात? काही शक्यता आहे?
हो, well, I'll say in English for the benefit of everybody. International participants basically come during the last a month or so, because they plan their events all over the country. When they come into India, they plan marathons across the country. So we are not sure of international participants, but yes, they do come. Coming back to the celebrity, Vasco Sports Club will request SKF to bring a celebrity. We can request the Bhatnagar-ji to get a celebrity for us, if possible. But we don't actually know who's going to come as per the last spin. But we never know. There could be a runner who could be a celebrity. We have no idea, so it's way too early to comment on that point now.
How about getting, even when you all have to struggle to get sponsors and everything, any plans of getting government on board, like the sports department and all? Because it's a good initiative what you all are doing.
I have no idea about how to go about with it, but yes, initially in the first few years, we had the Sports Authority of Goa partnering with the Goa River Marathon. We also had for 1 or 2 years the Tourism Ministry partnering with the Goa River Marathon. For the last 4 or 5 editions, we have been managing it on our own with the help of sponsors, with the help of co-sponsors. This year we have not approached any government authorities as yet because of probably the situation, but I too early for me to say anything on this, but there's always an opportunity to speak to them.
Okay.
Any more questions? No? Anil, you have anything to ask?
No, thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much.